Yeah, baby! Namaste and la catch, my family. Welcome to another little morning coffee with Rion. I'm here in the beautiful Sedona today, and we might get lightning and thunder behind me. I'm kind of hoping. The wind's going crazy. Lightning strikes a little earlier over there, coming in hot. Our monsoon season is about to begin, and with that, the lightning and the thunder. Thunder Mountain right behind me right here is the second most struck little mountain in the United States by lightning. It's number 2, this whole area, lightning strikes. So who knows, in this broadcast we might get some lightning and some thunder. So how you guys doing out there? Woo! Past 3 days, huh? That'll wake you up in the morning, eh boy? That'll wake you up. This past 4 to 5 days, especially this new moon energy, which was yesterday, it took all of my energy and my fellow teammates to get me like out of this nappy off the couch zone. Like, I just wanted to sleep all day yesterday. I was like, come on, get me out of here. You know, we've been working so hard to fulfill your guys' orders, and you know, I actually might show you some of that, actually, maybe later in the broadcast. I'm going to show you what we made for you guys. No one has this stuff on Earth. We made some of the most insane alchemy, like bronzite, merlinite, aqua ora, champagne ore, rose gold, obviously calcites for horsepower, golden calcite, Payson diamonds, and I don't know, 5 or 6 other things. I crushed it. I've got a new rock crusher downstairs. Into this fine powder. When the powder went into the container, it was floating in the container. It was the weirdest thing ever. I don't know what's going on. We're on some high level alchemy over here at Team Light headquarters. But I wanted to say I'm here to actually also answer your questions here today. Talk about some new that's coming up. Show you guys some new. Remember I said I'm putting those pyramids in right here? Those first electrified pyramids, you know, with the crystals are actually electrified and pulsing. Right here, I got one right here. I don't want to move the camera just yet, but I'm going to show you in this broadcast. What else? As far as the information from the Galactics, right now is kind of control your mind time, ladies and gents. That's the main thing. Yes, cocooning for you. Yes, I agree. The main thing is controlling your thoughts, controlling your minds. When you have a new moon and your manifestation abilities coming back to you, what happens? Well, your guides aren't going to tell you, oh yeah, by the way, your manifestation abilities kicked up, tenfold with these new galactic vibrations. Hence they're slamming into the planet with our new firmware updates from our solar system, from our favorite star. You know him, you love him, the sun. My thing is that with these new firmware updates don't really know what your software or belief system is. It is older than us, it's older than time. It's kind of one of those things where it's we're just going to update the suit. We're just going to update the suit. We're going to oscillate faster. So what happens to us down here with our chemical computers? All of this old software, belief systems, or attachments, they're getting slammed with photons and energy and light, and the suit is actually starting to adapt and come back online. So what happens? You have these weird thoughts you might not have had in a very long time. Or why am I thinking about this? What are these new things coming in? What's going on? What I'm trying to tell you as a heads up, fellow galactic, fellow brother out here, is control your mind. When you're laying in bed and you have these weird negative thought forms or things you haven't thought of in a very long time, right? Kind of try to step into your bedroom and be like, hey, think of this, think of that. Block. Remove. That's not mine no longer. I already processed that. Don't give me my homework assignment from 5 years ago. Thanks so much. That's already gone. But on the energetic spectrum, what's happening is this stuff's being cleared out of your field. So you're looking at it one more time before you go, bye-bye. That's who I used to be. Okay? I want you guys to understand that. Ooh, all my friends coming in hot. What up, Australia, New Zealand, fellow Kiwis out there? Hey, all my fellow Native American brothers and sisters in the States, South America, all my Toltecs down there, Bolivia and Peru. That's right. What's up? England, UK, hey, Glastonbury, my bro Illips over there right now, spreading pixie dust. I see him over there in Stonehenge. For all you guys enjoying that summer solstice, you know what I mean? Hey, pay attention. Right now is go time. Okay, this is what I want to express when you guys are in cocoon level or whatever. I don't want to move, I'm tired. Please get up, go for a walk. Please get up, go to yoga. Please get up, put your headphones on, go to the gym, whatever it is, and then come home and take a nap. So at least your suit is like, you know, I woke up this morning like, did I work out yesterday? Where am I? What time is it? What's going on? Like, at least my body, I'm maintaining my body structure and health. Take your smoothies. Take care of your suit. So if you guys are totally cocooning right now, at least take the time, 45 minutes out, take care of your suit. The better your suit feels, the easier it's going to process when you're moving stagnant energy out. Hence why I do the elliptical machine, and all my clients out there and my brothers and sisters who I've done sessions with, that's when we do a session, I send you the notes. You know, whenever I do a session with someone, I always send them my session notes and soul contract clearing. That combo is what you guys need to accelerate the catalyst to not only organize your mind, but mind, body, spirit, the trifecta. Okay? Well, all right. Check this out. So, this is my favorite little Lemurian crystals I get here. Now, I'll tell you a little something about these Lemurian crystals. All right, check this out. Many of you guys already know this that love crystals, which I do. Seriously, a crystal lover. Okay? The main thing is that when you have the bands going across the top, I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera. See those bands? Okay. What does that mean? That means this crystal is programmable. This is like a USB drive. If we were in Atlantis, you go, hey, I'm making a laser. Okay, you need the straight shot smelted or straight pure crystal for that beam to come out. Okay, hey, I need to record something. Okay, we'll get the right Lemurian recorder to do that. Now, as we update our science, and actually I just begin to remember, walk around as my higher self, that was definitely in Atlantis and Lemuria, and definitely understands how to move energy. When we start electrifying crystals again, creating better force field barriers between us and some of the lower polarities on this planet. And as we begin to do that on a global scale, what do you think is happening downstairs in Agartha? You don't think they're turning the crystals on as the planet's expanding? Now here's the deal. What are you programming the crystals with? So check this out. The main function right now, as we step out of this duality game, is obviously not to point the finger. You guys have been doing this, and we're doing this, and whatever, right? This duality polarity game, both have pros and cons. Okay? Understand this. But what I'm also trying to say is that with some of the stuff that we would consider that has stepped into our specific domain, our realm, and our dimension, you know, I want you also to understand is there's also things that kind of jumped into this hodgepodge that may not seem like it's part of our karma. It's rather something else completely separate, yet as one, I suppose, you know? I don't want to get too Debbie Downer on some of the different species that we're having beefs with on this planet. I don't want to get too Debbie Downer on, you know, just some of this Earth story. Let me explain something to you guys for us starseeds out there and angelics that haven't been here in 5,000 years, right? Say you haven't been here since Atlantis. Check this out. Some of us, our last life here was before these specific negotiations took place, hence the 10,000-year-old contractual obligation to have a reptilian part of your brain based upon a peace treaty set up on Earth so that the species would intermix and hopefully some sort of awesome homeostasis would come from that. And instead of everyone focusing on the weaknesses, the strengths could be embodied. Now, how do you control that? Okay, well, I've actually been working with the reptilian part of my brain, and I'm actually completely defragging it and reprogramming it to actually be a higher-powered telecommunication type, telepathic, like beam device that actually can promote higher levels of video and audio when I'm talking to it, being in the fourth dimension. So I'm not just going, hi, I'm Rion, how are you? I'm sending you 15 minutes of a Blu-ray movie of my thoughts. You're moving too slow. You need to adapt. You're trying to help them with the same TV channel that they also watch. Okay? You don't want to mix the different signals. There's plenty of different radio stations out there. Greetings, Diana. Killing it. Here's what I'm trying to say. Your body is completely adaptable. When you're getting slammed with these solar flares, right? There was 4 that hit us about 2 days ago over the last 48 hours, okay? Solar flares are awesome. What are they? Dude, it's plasma discharges of energy. What is energy? Energy equals information. What's the difference? How is your body uploading? How is your flesh and your energy down here uptaking the information? Are you uploading it? Are you downloading it? Are you using all this extra juice in our ion belt right now, in this photon belt, to actually adapt and actually change the biology of all your cells? Okay. What's an ascended being? Raise your hand out there if you guys have dreams of when you actually saw the enlightened ones or the lighted beings in your dreams that actually have their foreheads that glow. You can actually see their third eye, like a big diamond, and you actually get the like Lemurian or like that Atlantean hotness that actually glows underneath their skin. They actually can't hide their light. The membrane, the film, the dimension's too thin around them. Their energy is vibrating through the wall of the veil, right? Well, back in the day, I think the last time we had some of those beings on Earth was when? Before the firefight in 1564? When was that? It was getting 1200 AD? Okay, so we had beings down here about 1200 AD that could actually glow. That would walk around and be like, yo, I'm a nightlight. What happened? Well, our belief system. Okay. Also, as many of you guys know, my fellow angelics out there, we work in shifts. So we crush for a couple generations, then we kind of pull back. It's like basically, pedaling a bicycle, right? So it's kind of like we incarnate, pedal as a team, and then we kind of go, okay, what do we manifest? Let's watch that for a couple hundred years. Okay, we need to get in again. Pedal, and then we kind of chill. Normally, when you would pass into the spirit world, you leave this body and go to the next dimension, right? I thought it used to be like 300 to 400 years in the afterlife before you'd actually reincarnate. There wasn't that many vessels, right? There wasn't like, right now it's like 7-8 billion people on the planet. There wasn't like a hodgepodge of like, oh, there's another suit being born right now. Let's get right back in there. So what I'm saying, back in the day, the population was a lot less. So you used to spend a little more time in the spirit world or in the afterlife working on what you didn't get in 3D. Working on your life review. Working on yourself behind the scenes in different dimensions. Coming down here into the physical, yeah, it's the best bang for your buck, but you also get wiped when you incarnate here. You also have to operate a biological suit, right? That's got to eat, drink water, get in the sun, work out. There's always like things you got to do to maintain this suit, right? Love the lights. Be the lights, man. We are the lights. Come on. Stop. So I just want you guys to know that there are beings that were down here. One of my favorite, there's a book I used to have called the Book of Miracles when I first woke up. And one of the coolest guys I remember in there, it was like basically all the miracles that happened. I don't think it might have been the Catholic religion. I'm not sure what dogma it was, but there's basically this old Spanish friar or monk back in the 17th century. And they call him the original Spider-Man. Could have been 16th or 17th, right around there. And basically, what I tell you guys when you go into the gym and work out? Like you say you guys are doing a pull-up. Here's your 3D hands that go on the bar to pull up. But your energy hands, you actually slide out of these hands. And you grab the bar on the outside. And when you pull up, you're actually pulling up with your 3D arms and your energy arms. Well, check this out. This guy's energy arms were so strong, he could actually project his energy arm onto like a cliff or a rock wall and actually pull himself up onto the rock wall. I thought that was really cool, As far as stories and tales down here on this planet, I like beings that can morph. I like Padmasambhava. It's a really hard thing to say, but my fellow six-fingered Syrian / Andromedan that came on through and took the Emperor of China's girlfriend as he rolled on through. That guy, the guy who stamped his handprints and footprints in the cave when he exited like a real G. Oh yeah, I went rainbow body with my woman. By the way, I put my handprint through stone and my foot into the stone of that cave, right? If you guys want to learn more about that, pull up Gaia TV, David Wilcock, The Life of Padmasambhava. I can't, I hope I'm getting the translation or that right, but it's on Wisdom Teachings on Gaia, David Wilcock, The Life of Padmasambhava. Anyways, that guy was awesome because he could morph. His woman could morph into a tiger. Like, I like beings that could actually, that mastered the material and actually could warp reality. Why do you think it takes 7 years of being in a box or under a Bodhi tree? Do you know what you're doing for that 7 years? Raise your hand across the planet Earth. You know what you're doing when you're sitting in front of the Bodhi tree for 7 years. Do you know what you're doing? You basically put your vessel in park. You exit, hang out with all your masters and all your teachings. The main thing about those 21 or 23 lives you have to remember is, okay, how did I bend space-time? How did I bend the material world? How did I control molecules? How did I control the atomic structure? How do I control the spin? What's the micro scale? What's the macro scale? How much energy do I have to emit out of my body to actually bend space? How do I use my brain? How do I focus my energy? How do I control my mind? There's all these lesson plans you got to break through. And how do you do that? You got to leave the population you're with. You got to get right back into your chest, right back into your heart, right back into your soul. You ain't got time to go to the market and buy bread and eggs and butter. You're just jacked in because you're dialed in to remember how much content. Imagine a download that takes 7 years of constant concentration to pull down. Right? So I'm just trying to say, what's your level of consciousness? You want to be a little baby and I tuck you in and I feed you applesauce? Or you want to step into like, what's an ascended master and how did they get there? I tell you right now, they didn't get there being distracted 24 hours a day. But what I can say is that each of us out there have a potential to work on ourselves daily. Okay? Here's the deal. What I don't want my family out there to do, I don't want you to have the brakes put on your ascension or your evolution. Here's what happens. Okay. Woo! I watched The Life of Buddha last night. Kind of jacked me up on Mountain Dew. Buddha's the man. Praise be to Buddha. Buddha be praised. By the way, Big J, Yeshua, Commander J, love you, bro. One of your fellow angels down here who incarnated is waiting for you to show up. I don't know if you're like 12 or 15 years old, but we're already here waiting for you. Namaste. Krish, love you too. Krish is here. I don't know if you guys know this or not. Krishna incarnated, so shh, I don't even know. Come on, baby. Shiva's here. Shiva tribe, all my fellow Shivans out there, love you. Here's the deal. Brahma's pops, Krishna's on the light side, on the left side. Shiva's on the right side, the night side. Are they both awesome? Yes. Are they both part of the same royal awesome family? Yes. Do they each have specific responsibilities based upon their territories? Yes. You don't know about that. Why don't you go fly on down to Konark Sun Temple down in Puri, India, and with your third eyes on, stare at Jagannath Temple for about 2 days, and let me know what the royal family looks like when they're staring back at you. Okay, real stuff. Love you. So, where are we getting to? Namaste, bro. I was in there gritting the Konark Sun Temple, like little priest going, Krishna. I was like, I had like headphones on, like a big giant. I'm just like gritting this temple. Like, what's up, guys? Holler. See you too, bro. So, Hare Krishna. Here's the thing. When you guys incarnate into a soul family, when you guys incarnate and you guys are aware as a light being, as a pure piece of light from our, galactic awesomeness, our prime creator, you can take on any form or any story or any mold you wish. As long as your heart is in the right place, treat others as you would like to be treated, and improve and love any space you step into, you're winning, bro. You're winning. So, I'll tell you a little something about Shiva, my boy out there in Shiva. I'll tell you about clearing some dungeons with Shiva. Check this out. Shiva is the most awesome dude to ever go to a party with. Guy's awesome, hilarious, funny, super stud, multiple arms, joke. He's a great guy. Here's the thing about Shiva. Don't do stupid things in front of him, and you're good. Don't do naughty things in front of Shiva and expect him not to do something. That's the thing about some of these gods upstairs, you guys. They have a very specific MO. When you guys step into your power, it's kind of like this. Imagine being a doctor on an airplane and someone goes into a cardiac arrest. Well, guess what? Whose job it is? That doctor, if he's on a plane, that's where they go, is there a doctor on board? We're having a situation down here in 4C. We need you to come on down. It's against the law for that doctor to go, to not help that person. You took that oath, you are a doctor, stuff pops off, it's your job to go take care of that person. Well, think about the gods upstairs that have different job skill sets that monitor different dimensions in different territories based upon the population's belief system. Okay? If you were in the Middle East, Islam, you'd be Allah, Muhammad, what up, bro? You're in the Western world, Big J, Christian, Mother Mary, Jesus, Yeshua, Saint Isis. You're in India, you're Vishnu, Krishna, Shiva. Same royal families, different territory, still responsible for the overall soul family, regardless of what year it is, or when the books were written, ladies and gents. We're way older than these parchments. Okay? Some of us starseeds that come from different galaxies that show up here, we're like, I feel like I'm in class going, okay, well, who's this guy? Well, what can he do? I feel like I'm an X-Men or something. I'm like, well, what's his superpowers? Oh, so he has multiple arms. Okay, is he good in combat, or what exactly is his asset? Like, it's weird. You actually start comparing yourself from, like, as being an Andromedan or an Arcturian or you know, a Syrian, a Palladian, a dude from Pegasus, and you kind of incarnate here, and your guides are kind of like the dudes that really aren't from this space. And they're like, yo, bro, like, I'm the Michael Jordan from my planet, brah. Like, what's up with this place? You guys keep seeming to get in arguments and fighting with one another. Can we fix this? You know, just flexing on dudes. You know, you ever met an Olympian? I love the Olympians. They're cool. If you guys are Greek out there, my fellow Grecians. Team like Cyprus, love you. What I'm trying to say is, look, we all come from soul families that have a bunch of amazing all-stars. Many of those all-stars are your higher selves right now in the flesh. Love you. Okay? We are one. We are planet Earth. Here's the thing, how to get from this to there. Okay, I'm going to tell you a trick that I was going to say for my book, which, by the way, I'm finishing this summer. It will be provided for you. Here's the thing about my book, you guys. I started writing it last year. Got in 70 pages into it. And something basically paused me. It was like, yo, pause. There's some things in 3D, you know, in most things in this life, they'll have some weird 3D experience or thing happen to you that has nothing to do with really anything other than they had to pause you or they had to readjust your path to be patient, to be ready to deliver a certain level of content at a certain level. Well, here's what I want to do for my family. I want to deliver this information at a university level. Okay? Freud was a hack job. He learned everything from Nietzsche. Moving on. All you guys that understand what a multidimensional being is pretending to be in a 3D popsicle suit, understand and listen to me. The issue is, what do you want to create here? Having access to more faster bandwidths of information. Do you still want to be a good person? Do you still want to love one another? Do you still want to create things that help the planet? Do you still want to clean up the oceans, the sky, the sand, the earth? You guys want to make Gaia beautiful again? What's your MO? What's your motivation for being here? Beings that can't create this space try to copy it, and the beings that can't create this space, right, try to take it over by force because they actually don't have the abilities to create something like this. No one does. It's a group effort. It's a team effort. Okay? I have this conversation all the time. I'm like, hey, if you guys are so mighty and powerful on my night side, why can't you do what we're doing right here? And they're like, because that's like a team effort of like, it's basically like saying one of your night side guys, let's just say, on maybe the more reptilian, draconian side, let's just say this, let's keep it real simple. That's how you talk to your night side, by the way. With respect and do raw logic. Okay? That's how you do it. Yo, homie, so what's been going on the past 5,000, 10,000 years, and why am I hearing all these stories of all these people being abducted and all these underground things and all these negative things that have been happening on this planet? Can you please explain to me what this is? I've been sleeping for 8,000 years. And they're like, okay, whoa, that dude's behind the wheel. Okay, check this out. Well, look, there are some past galactic conflicts. You know, Earth was one of our main, stopping off points a long time ago. So we kind of consider ourselves the locals, and these dudes are kind of like the tourists. Okay? This is from the night side perspective now, okay? So I go, yo, dude, check this out. You know that me combined with all of your strengths, and then also all the strengths of my higher selves as a unit, if I extract every single bit of strength out of every one of my higher selves and we work together and I work on the things that can't be balanced, purge them, transmute them, you understand that we're an unstoppable unit as one. You realize that, right? From 3D all the way up and out of this place. 3 to 15, 15 to 24, 24 up and out of here, right? D, dimensional beings. You understand if I integrate all of my higher selves into one suit, walking around in a flesh suit, do you understand there's nothing I can't create in this place? Do you realize the strength of what unity is? You understand you might be able to break one arrow, but if you put a bundle of 15 arrows in a bundle, try to break that. You can't. Okay? What I'm getting to, ladies and gentlemen, is the strength in all. Okay? I also feel I'm here in some form or fashion for all you guys that have that commander type higher selves. Yes, we are here to fix a time distortion. Yes, we are here to assist this planet. But here's something I want to remind you. We are all also our cosmic selves are looking for all-stars who are ready for a higher level of responsibility that can graduate Earth School, for God's sakes, in the basic emotional 101 of the sandbox of duality, okay? There are higher levels of responsibility that our big dudes upstairs want to hand us. Like, here's what it feels like to actually fly in a huge-ass command ship and go anywhere you want. Go. Here's what it feels like to actually have real responsibility. By the way, you're not responsible just for this planet, but every single planet in this sector. How many is that? 65 planets. You guys are monitoring 24 hours a day. That sounds like responsibility. Okay? That sounds like something I want to be a part of because I like to travel. All my fellow Star Wars, Star Trek guys out there. I like responsibility. I like to travel. I can handle responsibility. What's the thing about responsibility? Strong defense, strong offense, lead with your heart. Put that on a bumper sticker. Namaste. That's it. Treat other beings with respect. When you land on other planets, treat them with respect. Have some gifts, have some presents, have a little soiree, have a little party. Hey, check out this music I brought from my solar system. It's awesome. Throw in some dubstep and just be like, this is what we're doing on Earth. I don't know what you're doing over here, but we're cooking over here. We got all these multidimensional beings of different species crushing in this melting pot. These guys are these negative little turds like this big. Focus on like, I just want to control this little bandwidth of energy. Please, bro, grow up. Please grow up. We're asking like from our hearts, like please grow up. Okay? Just trying to be real with all of this. And how do you get there? Integration, processing, being that being. Walking it with your heart. Have zero fear because you are them and they are you. You're just at a different evolutionary state than they are. You're like, you're doing that run right now, huh? Oh, I remember that shit show, huh? We're going to go on this stab and cook and fry it up and screw tomorrow and swipe that karma credit card. Let's just keep swipe. Oh, your grandpa gave you a karma credit card? Well, let's just stack so much karma the whole bloodline takes 5,000 years to clear it, huh? How about all my Maldakians? How about all my fellow giant studs that we had to process into this little planet after ours was blown up? How about that? No one talks about that. How about the ancient builder race that split 200 million years ago? Do you know why they split? How are the children supposed to lead and govern themselves if we're doing everything for them, Father? How are they going to learn these lessons, Father? Well, I guess we're going to have to leave and let's see what's what and who's who and if they still live in integrity. Okay, let's try that. 200 million years ago. Okay? Look, this information's known. You guys, your higher selves all know this stuff. This is not like, you guys, it's just us in 3D. It's like we think we're like little babies down here. Okay, I'm just trying to be real with you. Okay? The heart is the first thing to develop in your cells when you're little Bobby. Develop it in your mama. Your heart. That is your fusion engine. That is your transceiver and receiver to the universe. Almost all beings in this universe that have a heart space processing unit can speak heart to heart. Pulse, 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 pulse. You don't need the neck up, bro. This is what we grow down here so we can have this is a coffee cup. And it tastes like coffee. And I have stereo hearing. It's magical. And I have a throat chakra. I can hear you. And I have a third eye and I can see you. This is where the bone marrow lines up out of my hand. And so, minus all the comedy. I'm just trying to make it real simple, you guys. It's like that, okay? We lost the manual down here on Earth. I'm writing a book. I'm gonna drop it like it's hot and actually explain how to use all these different functions in your body. And I'm gonna try to make it like university book, where it's like, okay, I'm gonna take like a Chinese medicine book, all the meridians, all the organs, all their functions, mix that with starseed understanding, galactic understanding, and then how to use the higher bandwidths above the chakra crown. Please, 7 chakras, please. How can you have 15 higher selves and 7 chakras? Can somebody please explain that to me? Okay, listen. Each dimension, each chakra, each function, each color, each spectrum controls a bandwidth. Each bandwidth rolls through information. Each bandwidth receives and transceives information. So what chakra, what bandwidth are you talking to me on? You're talking to me with your throat chakra, high speed, low drag? Are you talking to me with your root chakra? I used to be a fox in a past life. I don't know what that is. I'm not even from this place, but I'm trying to tell you, come on, snap out of it. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Snap out of it. You're stronger than your mommy and your daddy. You're stronger than your grandma and your grandpa. Snap out of it. Come on. Come back to your heart and let's go. Blow the roof off this place, man. That's what I'm trying to say from my heart. Okay? I've been to the dungeons on this planet. I've gritted these, the catacombs and walked through there and gritted and stared into Tartarus itself. I've done these things. I'm here back from all that jazz, put the sword down and said, yo, let's light this planet up, please. Let these photon belts slam into this place. Let my DNA accelerate and just remember what it was like to be an angel, to be an ascended being, to be an awesome rock star like you guys are out there. Inspire one another. We are the white blood cells on this planet fixing this viral situation of separation. Remember that. Okay. Woo! Come on. I'm just going to pause. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew now. Lightning. Lightning. You know what I mean? Let's go. Some lightning back here. Okay? So, that's how I feel when I wake up in the morning. Does that sound familiar? Okay. One of these days, huh? I know, right? Hey, when it pops off and the ship's overhead and they're like, oh my god, what's happening? Just Rion at teamlight.com. I'll probably make a video with a couple of Arcturian homies, some guys from Andromeda. I'll be like, yo, bro, it's popping off. So, relax. We're here to save the day, I feel like Short Circuit. I need a hero. I'm looking out for a hero in the end of the night. I don't know. But we are here. That's what I'm trying to express to you guys. Need more data. So, by the way, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but that's actually me. My sister, Lightstar, actually took my picture. You see I got my ring on? She actually made my color like all white and then gave me wings and stuff. That's actually me. People were like, oh, what is that? That's awesome. Is that Metatron? And I'm like, hey, it's me going like this with white hair and wings, okay? No one even knows that, okay? It's Lightstar. You know what I mean? Susan Lightstar. She's awesome. She's artwork. But yeah, she did this. That's actually me. Okay. Probably me upstairs. I don't know. So weird being a fractal, huh? You won't even talk about this. What's it like to be a fractal? I'm like, I don't know. These guys still think that they're the only things in the universe spinning around in a circle. Brother, go grab me that new Merlin mix downstairs. I want to show them what we made. Grab me the Merlin mix. Oh, yeah. The new gray. And give me something like clear to pour it into. I want to show them what we made for them. Sure. Yeah. Thanks, bro. We made you guys some awesome stuff out here. Oh yeah, Merlin's all day. If you guys want to jack into Merlin's consciousness, 636 yards. It's going to be the southeastern side of the tour in Glastonbury. There's a stone there, Merlin Stone. If you guys are that wizard, you guys remember the round table, left hand to receive. That's where Merlin Stone is. So, if you guys ever go to the UK, Glastonbury, the tour in Glastonbury, walk down the backside, go dead east, hang a right, okay, walk a little south, 600 yards, right in the beginning of that farm field, there's Merlin Stone. If you guys are into that download, you guys are into that 3D Zelda, for real though, let me know. or Google it. Just Google it. You know what? You don't even have to live life. Just Google it. You know, I don't have to experience anything. I can just like watch a video and just experience it. Okay? Avalon all day. You know what's cool about Avalon? How it existed in a 4D deal, so people in 3D couldn't see it. I think that's hot. Right? It was like, I would so be a people watcher on the other side of like the Avalon wall. You know, like, oh, look at these dumbass troops. You're like, bah! I'd be like people watching like comedy on the other side. Just like messing with them. Like, hey, what is it with Merlin Stone? Merlin Stone is just, I don't know, bro. It's top secret, bro. Merlin Stone is actually very hard to crush. I had to buy a brand new crusher just to be able to crush it because it actually, give me some, boom, because it actually, the core of that stone, Merlinite, is actually as dense as the chains you use to crush it. So I actually had to get a very expensive rock crusher. Dude, check it out. It's Atlantis all over again. This time we're not going to blow shit up though, okay? I promise. Check it out. So, this is about 15 or 20 different types of crystals, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Thanks, bro. So, when you guys properly crush your mixes, right, into each layer, it needs to be about this fine for maximum compression per layer in the Orgonite you're making, okay? You want maximum compression. You don't want to just put resin inside, you know, an amethyst inside of resin and call it Orgonite. No. 15 different types of crystals per chakra layer, maximum compression, crush it in nano powder, and then do the layers like a capacitor, okay? Layer, space, layer, space, layer, space, like a capacitor, right? Like a real true energy tool, right? Engine. Thank you, brother. And that way you can harness the chi, pull more magnetism from the ground. For all my fellow nerds out there, I am also a nerd. Love it. I'm dating a nerd. She's awesome. No, I'm just kidding. The main thing about that is clockwise to go, counterclockwise to pull magnetism up for the ground. When you guys are wrapping copper coils and whatnot, counterclockwise to pull the magnetism up from the ground, clockwise to shoot it out. Okay? Just give me a little hot set. So these are rad. So these are like that same thing but miniaturized. You guys get these with your little bed sets. This is just some of the hottest ones I've ever made. I don't know. I think do we have it mastered? I don't know where to go. They're magnetized. They have titanium. It's like a whole 4 of these underneath your bed. Okay? And then one of these new bad boys, right? These bed sets underneath your upper back when you're sleeping. It'll light you up. So you guys, it'll help you guys remember your dreams and all this stuff. Why do they work so awesome? Because no one else is putting crushed lightning stones from the top of Thunder Mountain in their devices. That's why. Do you know how high vibration the top of that mountain is? Do you know how many lightning strikes hit it a year? Well, do you know what I'm trying to tell you to put under your bed so we can go faster? I don't know. Help me out here. Just try. I don't know. I'm trying my best here. Okay? Now, these are dope. I love these because this is the sacred geometry of the human heart. Okay? It's called a chestahedron. We custom made these molds. The guy that I saw, the guy who invented it like 3 years ago, Conch Life LA, right? I was like, he goes, this is a sacred geometry of the human heart. I was like, sweet. Can I get a mold made or like anything like that? He's like, no, they don't exist. I only have these expensive art pieces that are set to the geometry. So we took it with his permission, obviously. He put the plans out online, and I made silicon molds out of it. No one has this. This is the sacred geometry of the human heart. Love you. So, loving the bed set. That's right. Hey, you guys want to clear your bed set? I usually just take them out. I dust them off and wash them off with some soap, put it out in the sun for a day. All the new ones glow. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. I kind of want to trip people out. You're going to be like, it's glowing. Like, if you put it in the sun, it will glow. Okay? I just want you. It's pretty cool. Okay? And, what else? All the new pyramids that I'm making, I'm going to show you something right here that's pulsing right now behind me, are getting these bad boys. I'm not messing around. You guys are getting high-end, high-speed, low-drag, big recorders, so you got your higher selves can download information to you that your little USB drive of your consciousness can't absorb the whole download. You only get 10 seconds or 15 seconds of the download. Okay? Because when a download comes in, it's like a wave, like a pulse. Like, and here's 5 Blu-ray movies. And you're like, I saw 4 frames. what was I supposed to do? Who am I? Why am I on this planet? Can somebody, right? So what I'm trying to say is I'm actually storing some of that information for you with your higher selves. Like I said, the download comes in from your higher self. What you guys need to do, boom, you have a little recording device. You guys can upload it or download it, okay, as you wish. That's why I make these. Starship is insane. There's a Nubian actually directing a download on you. If you guys go to my store.teamlight.com, those aren't random choices. That is an equilateral Giza for upload and download, right? But that Nubian on the bottom actually is drilling your download, right? In your bed. You're like, I can't remember higher self. I'm like, oh yeah, you can't remember? Well, how about this? You're like, oh yes, I can remember. So I'm trying to say it's a high speed, low drag, okay? I recommend it for those that have been working at this for a while that like want that new or like want that next level. I'm just trying to be honest with you. We got it. We're electrifying crystals. There's lightning strikes going on. We're locked and loaded. Fulgurite. Lightning that hits stone turns into fulgurite. Crush up pounds of this stuff. Okay? What else? These are dope, and here's the secret. I tell my clients, but now I'm about to tell you. For you guys working on your third eyes, check this out. Okay, so check. This is for one of my sisters up in Canada. Okay, check this out. The layers of what's going on here. So here's what it looks like. I call it the Voltron plate. Yes, it looks like an Autobot, but they don't have many Voltron plates, or Metatron plates, I should say, on this planet. They're working on it. But I'll put my face on it. Hey, wake up. So, Buddha be praised. Check this out. You basically put the LED light, you embed it about 4 layers deep in the crystals. One of the layers is your white selenite, paste diamonds, high vibrational frequency. The next layer is going to be your sodalite and all your blues to activate your third eye. The next one's going to be this purple fire opal mixed with amethyst from 5 or 6 different mines. And then obviously whatever else you want, right? So the cool thing about that is when you turn the LED light on, which many of you guys know, it sends information. Sends information. Sends information. Well, if you guys want to turn your third eye on, all I do is I put this thing, right? I started with the candle technique a long time ago, right? You take this thing, you put it next to your bed, about 2 yards to the right-hand side of your right foot in bed with all the lights off. You put this on blue and you stare 8 inches above the plate. The alchemy and the light coming through breaks enough of the dimension where you can actually see through the veil when you're practicing with your third eye. Okay? So here we go. Stay happy out there. Just because you know what I mean? Stay happy out there. So anyways, things to help you if you like it. That's all. So with that, there's a lot of awesome stuff we're making. I just want to say that I'm addicted to the frequency and the function, and I just love, I don't know, I just love frequency, hence why I live in Sedona. So, like I said in the last broadcast, I told you, now I'm taking you with me. We're going live, close and personal, right? Okay, Jonathan, I have a question about the Record Keeper, because how to work with them. The main thing to work with them, Jonathan just got an amazing new. The main thing, dude, it's so epic. Do you hear this music in the background? I'm just constantly in some epicness. It's Tron. All day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, I want to show you guys something. Let me see if I can flip this. Okay. Hey! I hope you guys can see this. So this is my new little step pyramid platform that is completely plugged in. 2 grounds going into the house. Gonna have 2 grounds that are knocked in 8 foot into the deal, because if you put that much frequency through the house, we already have bugs flipping upside down when they enter, right? Cockroaches can't even walk in the house, they flip upside down. And I will show you a video of that. Maybe I'll make a video. We were actually laughing about it for a really long time. So this is your Nubian. These guys are great outside, you guys. You sit your chair in there, okay? You sit there, and what is the Nubian? Upload. Upload to the universe. 72-degree golden ratio. 3 capacitors, Kesh engines, and the crystals are electrically charged. Every time the light goes like this and pulses, it's sending electricity through that crystal. That's how we wired it with silver solder. Okay? So I'm just trying to tell you, we got it. Okay? It's gorgeous. Oh yeah. So this is we got these dialed in here. So again, upload Nubian. Download, you can do a Giza or an equilateral, whatever you want. Okay, so I just want you to, what's your electricity bill? Not very much, because those are LEDs. Those are LEDs. So the ground doesn't cost you anything, and that's an LED light, so it's very low wattage. So it's cool. Thunder, let's give you a little shot of thunder. There we go. So, alright. Well, I just wanted to let you go. You guys know, Rion, same here with, really? Yes! See, my fellow brother Tim Frazier. My brother, see, I make pyramids. Look, the bugs can't even take the frequency. They flip upside down, and they like, go, help me. And again, no bugs were hurt in the making of this video. Or pyramid, I should say. You guys, we are stronger together. We are the future. Okay? We are the ones that are going to change this world. I just want you to remember that. We're not going to be under this tutelage for very much longer. You guys are absolutely awesome beings. I got all kinds of awesomeness for you guys to check out. Any questions, set it up at rion@teamlight.com. That's my website. That's my email. I'll put it in the thing. As far as ascensionleague.com, that's for your sessions, right? So 30 minutes to an hour, whatever you guys feel. I think that's the easiest thing. And obviously, I just go to store.teamlight.com. I am going to update etheric tech, but it's kind of like, I don't know. I'd rather spend my time like upgrading you guys. So that's what I'm doing in the alchemy and whatnot. So sending light and love to you guys from Sedona. Greatly appreciate all of you guys. You guys have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Peace from Sedona.